Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, blah, 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 blah. Coming to you live on Memorex. Default route, default location. I told y'all, it was about time for them to clean this up. And they started. You can see at the other end, they started cleaning up a little bit. You can see all this. It was a time where all of this was full of stuff, and there's people over here, some of my people, you know, because I've walked by and kind of got to know, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm probably on low resolution, so you probably can't see nothing anyway. But, you know, I knew eventually they'd come down here and start getting all this stuff out of here. I knew it. I think it's the same cast. It's one big dude. I think it's the manager and stuff.
Morning.
See, they coming down here and clear all that out. At the other end, I saw a bunch of shopping carts. Look like people, you know, vacated and got their stuff. See, all this stuff would go. Remember, there was people all down here. And I knew they were gonna come eventually clean it up. I'm sure I mentioned it here. And you get down here, somebody set a fire, clothes. See where they tried to steal the copper. Right there, they went under. You probably can't see nothing because I got on low resolution. Probably should take it up to a higher resolution, huh? When I do stuff like this, it goes sonic. And all this, see, they'll clean up all of this stuff, get it all out the way. Not out the way, cleaned up. Look at that. Somebody just did something. Somebody said something on something. But that's the way it goes. And then eventually others will come back, or the same people will come back, and the cycle will continue. But I was talking yesterday, the Olympics are coming. And though downtown, certain areas around downtown are okay. They're just okay. Some are apocalyptic. Some are just like, oh my God. It's like a movie. And some are just okay. But we all know that for the Olympics, they're gonna get it taken care of. You know, they're gonna do one way or the other, they're gonna clean that place out. People are gonna have to go or do something. Because they're not gonna have the world come here and see that. And not only that, you know, you got these people coming from all around the world. You know, certain classes of people, probably in the upper echelon class people, money, et cetera, influence. You don't want them coming to LA and having a bad experience. You don't want that to get out. And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of reporters and reporting where that's gonna be the narrative. Probably leading up to that too. You'll probably be seeing homeless people on TV saying, oh, they kicked me out. I've been here for so long. Because of the Olympics, I got nowhere to go. Well, they don't really say I got nowhere to go. Well, they do, but you can tell they're a little bit more hardened and they understand what's going on, kinda. You don't see too much pity or self-pity or people seem feeling bad for themselves, seem like they understand the situation they're in. And they got to keep a hardcore attitude about it. I don't know, it's just my thinking. You don't see too many whiny, crying, homeless people. They know what they're in. They know what they're up against. They know it's a battle. It seemed to me, you know, they got to go at it. And they understand the circumstances. You know, they got to handle it. I'm sure they have moments, as we all do. I'm sure they have moments there, as we all do. But, you know, we all got to do what we got to do, to a degree. No, it's true. We all got to do what we all got to do. Everybody, all the time, everywhere. Anybody and everybody who's ever been. the question is, what we all got to do is really, in my mind, undefined. I have no sense of duty or deep obligation unless it's self-imposed. And it could be instinctively or subconsciously self-imposed. It could be that, before I know what I want, my body tells me what I want. I've said before, you have free will, but you can't will what you will. You can't determine what you want. That happens seemingly at a different level of consciousness. So therefore, the argument that we don't have free will. I'm up there having a conversation. I hope he's on the phone. If not, he's talking loud and having a good time. They be out here. Some of them be out here. Or should I say, sometimes they be out here. It keeps it lively, that's for sure. Keeps it moving, keeps it exciting, vibrant, keeps it. It's not the same thing over and over. Again, I don't want to go to the heaven thing, but we need ups and downs, people. You can't, if we were told, okay, you have the perfect life, perfect everything, perfect situation in heaven. All right, this is how it's going to be for the next million years. I mean, we're not wired to handle anything like that. We're not handled, even if it's all good. We get bored of it. We would get bored. It's almost like we need change and challenge, function. And if we have function in heaven, is that heaven? If we got to do something, if we got jobs, jobs we love, of course, because everything is perfect in heaven. I don't think that's possible. No, I don't think that could be sustained. The way human beings are wired now, I don't think it can be sustained. We ain't for that. We're not wired or equipped to be that. I ain't got nothing. I just got the thing on to show the people cleaning up. It's Tuesday. I feel good. Had a good day yesterday. Working on my computers, my laptop. Right now, I got the hard drives swapped. They're the new kind of hard drives. They're not the old SATA ID. It's like a chip. It's like a tiny little chip. It almost looks like really looks like it's the Wi-Fi card. What it looks like is a Wi-Fi card. And, you pop it in, blah, blah. And I did that. And I got Windows 11 installed on the new 1 terabyte hard drive, and it boots up to Windows 11. And I started installing programs because I decided I'm not going to restore. I'm not going to do a restore. I'm going to rebuild it from scratch. But in rebuilding it from scratch, I realized I need to go back to the old hard drive, the old operating system, and pull some stuff off of it. So I popped it in the computer, and it's not booting. For whatever reason, I popped it in the computer, and it's not booting up. And I got stuff on there I need to get off. I got files and stuff on there, basically configurations. I would love to pull my OBS Studio configuration off of there. A shuttle, I have a contour shuttle device, external peripheral that I use to edit in my video editing program. You know, using one hand, it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to move your hands from keyboard to mouse. I can just do, I got a lot of one button controls on it. Boop, boop, boop. I would like to pull that configuration off. I can pull files off I got on there, this and that. So I kind of want to get back on there. And I decrypted it, so it should be good. I should be able to connect it to an adapter and then access it like a regular hard drive. But since it's a new technology, I don't have the adapter. I may have to invest in a decent adapter. The adapter I got wasn't no good. The adapter I got ain't worth a dime. I don't think it works. I don't think the adapter works. I'm gonna send it back. But I guess if this is the new, I might have invested in have an adapter for that technology. Since those are the new hard drives. These people be riding by, they need to start making noise. That's what the ringers are for. I'm flying by somebody, I don't know you over there. Pet peeve of mine. So it's at home now. It's probably just recycling, trying to boot. And I gotta get back and figure out why it won't boot. And there's different things I could probably try and do. I finally got it going yesterday. Got the operating system on there. First I put the operating system, I just installed Windows 11 and it went on there. Then I said, somehow I got it to restore from the restore. Somehow I did it. And I could see all the apps, but I don't think the apps were installed. I could see all the apps and stuff, but they had like a little plus sign next to them where I had to actually install the actual application. But they were in the start menu, and I'm thinking the configuration files were there. But I'm gonna start from scratch, because the reason, after so many years, stuff starts to build up. You need to really clean some stuff out, and sometimes some stuff you can't get out of there. It's just so deep in the operating system that you won't be able to get it out of there. So I just figure out, wipe it clean and start from scratch. It's not that. It's really not that difficult. It's really not that difficult at all. It's not, and let's face it, it's probably kind of fun. Rebuild it, streamline it, keep it clean, get fresh installations. And, and as I go along, I may forget something. I may forget a program or app here. I just have to install it on the fly and get it in there, rebuild it better maybe. So, and every few years, I've always said to myself that I want to, restore things. I probably should do it on my desktop too. Just go ahead and save everything the best I can, export configurations, set of files for the apps, and just restore it to factory default, or just reinstall Windows 11, fresh copy, and just start rebuilding the thing. So, and I enjoy that to a degree. I love my tools. They're my tools. And they give me, not weapons, but capability in the social world. And there's a lot I can do. There's a lot I can learn. And the learning part is fun. I really do want to go back to school for something. I love school. I really do want to go back to school. For something. I think that would be fun. Since I want to go back to school, I could probably pick something. You know what I would pick? AI. I want to get a certification or some education in AI, because that's where we're going. I mean, you know, that's where we're going. And to get ahead of that would be fun. And like from learning how to develop applications or working with applications, companies have their AI apps and stuff, and they want to have it help the workforce, and they build specialized apps that works with AI to accommodate the workforce, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that'd be fun. Plus I get to go to school. Oh, so I wouldn't mind going to school. I tried to take a screenshot with a new screenshot program I got. It works, but it wasn't ready to work while I was recording. And it stopped the recording, so I had to restart it again. It's gonna be like I'll get it home and I'll splice 2 or 3 of these together. Blah, 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 blah. And post it, but I'm not really saying nothing. I'm not really saying nothing. Talking about my computers. Guess I could talk about the Steelers, who off-season made some serious acquisitions. Not acquisitions. Acquirement. We acquire acquisitions. You know, so we got ourselves set up for it to be at least an exciting season. It would be nice to be there for our first game of the season. I think it's against the Jets. Oh my God. I think it's against the Jets in New York. Ooh. That would be around September something. And I gotta figure stuff out. And I ain't got no money or PTO. But to be there when Aaron Rodgers come out, ooh. I wonder what something like that looked like financially. Ooh, you know what I mean? Be there the first day in New York, fly in for the game, fly back. Ooh, wouldn't that be something? Yeah, because I got to figure out how I'm going to handle the upcoming. One thing I did, it kind of hit me that I bought them tickets laying in bed for the 22nd, 23rd, 24th to see P-Funk. And I forgot that the mothership.org in Texas, I wanted to go see that. Mr. Scheider's supposed to be heading that. And sure enough, you know, I don't know how it works. You know, I really don't know if there's any intention or whatever behind it. But I swear, every time there's an event, the P-Funk people be playing outside of P-Funk. See, like P-Funk schedule a date on there. But I was told that, you know, it's not up to P-Funk. The promoters and people call them. They don't go out and say, hey, you know, you got anything for us on this so-and-so date? I was told it don't work that way. But, and maybe it's just, there's a commonality among the dates and the timing that I don't know about, because way too many times, you know, Mr. Hampton was supposed to be at the Funketeers Ball, then P-Funk scheduled a date on that day. And then it happened again with Mr. Scheider. He was gonna play the Mothership. He's probably still gonna play it. I remember one time, he was doing something with Mr. Hampton, and he made it clear where his priority was and why. I think P-Funk might have been doing something somewhere else or something, and he made it clear to us where his loyalty and devotion was. I'm thinking because of the financial compensation. He had no qualms about it. He was like, I'm here. This is the blah, 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 blah. I said, all right, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna make it happen. I think I was working with Lloyd Major. And, you know, he paid him. I guess he paid him so much. Ain't no guessing about it, I know. He paid him so much that there was no problem, no argument. So, and I did want to go down there to that mothership thing in Texas, see the mothership and, you know, the whole festivities they had around those days. And I didn't realize that until after I bought the tickets for New York, New Bethlehem, and Baltimore. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, oh. Those are those dates. See, those people walked when the bus was going. I don't usually like to do that. See, when the bus is going by, the walking light is red, but no traffic can come by, so, you know. See, you go to the bus again. See, they go to the bus again. And see, if the light stays red, and they go to the bus. And even though we can walk, I'd rather wait. And they better not make us miss our walk timing. I'll stand right here. Now it turns green. See, now we can go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just like to obey. Sometimes I like to obey the rules. Feel more, there's comfort in it. There's comfort in obeying the rules. Especially when you know you're doing the right thing, whatever right is. And in certain situations, there's a right because there's an if. This is right if you want this. This is right if you want that to happen. There has to be, when you do a good or a bad, right or wrong, there's an if. And I think people, it's easier to have a God who determines all that for you. It's easier to have a God who lay down a book that leaves a lot of interpretation to where a human being can read that book and come up with a set of moral guidelines of what's right or wrong. And even though they may be interpreted themselves and creating their own ideas of this or that, the belief that they have that it comes from a higher power enables them. It gives them an added sense of security and protected, and they're protected. Faith works. Faith works no matter what you got faith in. If you have faith, you're gonna be a better functioning human being. So, if you have one overall moral authority who can determine right or wrong for you, that might be easy. It might be hard to live up to, but you'll make not excuses, but reasoning to maybe eat shellfish and wear different types of fibers or whatever. You know, the little quirks in the Bible that say you shouldn't do that, or don't eat pork or whatever, split hoof foot, I don't know, all that stuff. But I understand why people have religion. I understand sense of fellowship. Church. The church is an organization. Take God out of it. The church as an organization is a good thing. People come together in the community, contribute to it. And since it's under the guise of God and this and that, people tend to act right, whatever right means. People tend to act a little differently, knowing that it's holy and reverent, and there's sacrilege and history and, stuff, a life, eternity in hell is riding on it. And, people found out a long time ago, you can control a lot of people if you get control of their religion. Roman Catholic Church. It's kind of a brilliant move for them. I think it was Constantine or one of those, what they call rulers. What do they call one of those? Not Pope. What was the Constantine? Emperor. Roman Emperor, I think it was. To adopt Christianity and bring it in the fold. Spread it. You got that you could use to control the people. And to a degree, I would have to say that it helped. It worked. It definitely helped socialize us. And I am a fan of our current social-political situation, our civilization, the structure of our civilization. I don't mind it. That's probably the least I could put. I probably embrace it and love it. Even with all its atrocities and, things that it went through before, this and that. It wasn't, the most, even though it was in the name of God, there really wasn't there was a lot of ungodly stuff done. There was a lot of ungodly stuff done in the name of God, in fact. Based in the idea of God. And even in the Bible, there's stuff God did that, I feel is questionable. But if you believe in God, you can't. I've often said the definition of God is anything in your life that can't be wrong. Whatever that thing does, says, or does, anything, that's always right. That's your God. It could be money. It could be another person. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. Where it gets to the point where that simply cannot be wrong, no matter what it does. No matter what it does, that's the way it should be. Even if it was to change up in the middle of something. It's God. It determines the right or wrong. And that's the whole idea behind right or wrong and having that overall morality or idea of a morality. Good and bad. And I guess through my development and evolution of life and, understanding what things meant, I guess I can almost say understanding the words, how the words was put together to help me understand what meant, what this meant, what good or bad. You just throw the word good or bad around without really thinking about it. Well, that's good, that's bad. No, let's pull back and explore what is good, what is bad. What do you mean what's good is bad? You know what's good or not for you. You know what's bad for you. You know what's good for you. I'm like, no, I don't. Because as I, go through life, come out to California, start meeting different people from different situations and different cultures. There are differences. Some things that we do, other people don't do. And so it's like, and that's why I saw the spectrum is complete. It's a complete spectrum from here to there. And it's all gray area. It's like a spectrum. Did I say spectrum? From evil to good. And where do you draw the line? Different cultures draw the line differently. I'm like, oh. And then I started wondering, what defines good? what defines bad? If everything is subjective, and I truly kind of believe that, without going too deep into the detail of it, I believe that the subjective experience of the individual is key. It may even be primary to a degree. So that, I'm getting a little winded. See me? See me getting a little bit winded? That's good. Woke up at 201.8 this morning. Down from 202.4 last night. No, 202.4 yesterday. So I lost like a half a pound in a day. A lot of people would feel good about that. I probably did. I don't know, I probably did. So I should get back and be under 200 pounds. I should be 199, possibly 198 something after the walk and lose all my water weight or whatever. You know how that goes. So we'll see. And if I get, it's only Tuesday. I mean, for me to get 199 after my walk, even if it was an anomaly weight, for me to be 199 on a Monday, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm happy for it. And we'll go from there. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. And you know, it's football in like 10 days. First preseason game, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. In 10 days. So I guess I better start looking for my packages. Start looking for my NFL packages. You know, spend another $400 for NFL Sunday ticket. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet sooner or later, because I gotta have it. I gotta see my Steelers every Sunday, unquestioned. I got to see my Steelers every Sunday, unquestioned. I'm gonna get back and take a look into that. Might get, I think I got NFL Plus last year, and that was to see the preseason games. But yeah, we're gonna see it. Then you gotta get YouTube TV to get NFL Sunday ticket. And that's another $80, $70, $80 a month. NFL Sunday ticket costs $400. Some people get IPTV. And they get, you know, movies and all kinds of different stuff, football games. They said it works for them. You know, they can get it to work. They watch the games and they had no problem. A buddy of mine, he uses it. And it's cheap, like $30 a month, and you get like, sometimes you get movies that are still in the theater. You get all the pay-per-views and everything. It's definitely some kind of illegal or unregulated, misregulated or something. But there's a lot of them out there. IPTV, look it up, IPTV. But I gotta wake up on Sunday and know exactly where the game is gonna come and where the game is gonna start. So, I gotta know exactly what channel it's gonna be on, and no fooling around. No wait until kickoff before the channel gets set. I can't have that. I'll pay not to have that. You know, obviously, you may be paying not dearly, but significantly with the. So I got to go back and check. Last year, for some reason, I was able to get NFL Sunday Ticket under the student deal that because I've been working the student deal for a few years now. I've been working the student deal for a few years. I'm not sure how it happened. I think one time when YouTube bought NFL Sunday Ticket, I think they grandfathered over my student status, and that helped me keep going a couple times. A couple times I think I had my niece try to register as a student. I didn't think that went through, but it might have. I don't know. Then every year, a few years, I go to get it, and they offer me the student thing. And last year I was like, oh, I got a student thing again, $200, NFL Sunday Ticket. So I got to start looking into that. And then you spend that money to have that. Then you look up, Steelers be on regular TV. Steelers be on regular TV. And they don't even be on NFL Sunday Ticket. Regular TV games don't be on Sunday. But they had that peace of mind. And then I'll also be able to watch every game in the league. You know, have access to every football game in the league. Not only watch one a week, Steelers. But you know, it's nice to say, hey, let me check out so-and-so. Or you can have more than one screen. You can watch multiple games, but if Pittsburgh's on, I don't want to see no other game. Maybe towards the end of the season, you kind of want to watch playoff possibilities, games of significance. But, so I got to start thinking about that. In fact, probably when I get off here, I may go to YouTube TV, NFL Sunday Ticket, NFL Plus, start researching that. It's going to be money. I'm going to have to call my financial advisor. I'm going to have to take a chunk out. I'm going to have to take a chunk out and pay taxes on it. It's going to kill me. I'm going to have to. But I'm making money. 401k. I inherited from my father. It's doing very well. It's his idea. He set that up. He set that up years ago, and even though it's in an antiquated type of account, it costs me every year because the dividends is very profitable. I need to talk to my financial advisor. Because I'm at the point where I don't care how much it costs me. I don't want to pay this fee. I don't want to pay this anymore. I do not want to be on the hook for this anymore. Oh, and I got to check my taxes too. I'm going to call H&R Block. I'm going to call H&R Block. Because they said they look at my taxes and for free. And then if something needs to be done, you know, they would do it for me. So I need to call them. Because I refiled them. I filed them on my own, then I refiled them. And I need to check to see if something I didn't do it right, or if it's legal or whatever. Saved me about $4,000. So I just got to check to see if that move I made was, you know, legit and they missed it or something. So I'll just go to them. That's H&R Block. I called one before, but it was a Hispanic one. She called me back. I think I called her, didn't even leave a message, but I guess they got my number. They called me back. And it was open on Saturday. I can go up there on a Saturday. But I would probably rather deal with somebody in English. Not that they didn't speak English, but you know what I mean. Because I am racist. I am. So that's that. Taxes and money. You know, things keep going. Maintenance, life administration. I enjoy it for the most part. Keeping the ship steady, you know, my empire, manicuring and maintaining my empire, what I built, even my storage, organization. I pride myself on knowing where everything I own is at. I can go right to it. Some stuff I got written down in the inventory in OneNote, but most of it I know where it's at just by where it should be. There's an idea, this should be there, this goes there. And I get to the point where I don't put anything down unless it goes where it's supposed to go. So when I turn around and look for this, I know it's gonna be there. I turn around, look for the remote's gonna be there. Turn around, look for this, it's gonna be there. And like if I'm looking for something kind of generalized, I'm like, oh, okay, where would I put something like this? I know some places where I wouldn't put it. You know, it wouldn't go there, I wouldn't put it there, I wouldn't put it there. It would have to be here, here, here. You know, that kind of structure. I get off on that. Even though, again, I call myself funky or, you know, break the rules, be funky, color outside the lines. For the most part, I don't. For the most part, I don't. And I thrive on it, and I'm enthused by it. The fact that I have a solid structure, solid organized, managed structure that I can live on, that sustains me, protects me, keeps me safe, and I can have fallback and this and that, and all that stuff. So, happy Tuesday. Tomorrow will be office day. And then Thursday, then Friday, and another weekend. Gotta get together, but I need to, when I say that, I mean, I need to take it another level. I gotta step it up another level, clean it up. Not that it's dirty, but tighten it up even tighter. You know, get all my ducks in a row, all my I's dotted and T's crossed. That's what it's about. And just living on that. Just being comfortable, knowing that your infrastructure is solid. And maintained and policed, and you keeping it relevant, et cetera, et cetera. Here we are back again. Nice walking light. I'll make it. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. If I go to the store and I get off work tonight. But I like having someplace to go after work. You know, I like having someplace to go after work. And I'll definitely go, you know, to get, whoa, sure you small, big enough to drive that car? And I'll definitely go out to get that. I'm not gonna skip not going out to get my black and miles, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I mean, see, that's another thing. As far as tightening it up, if I was to, I really wish I could. Do I really wish I could? I guess I probably do. I guess I probably do. Do I really wish I could? It seems like if I was to really wish I could, I would just do it. So I don't like to phrase it that way. But I am looking forward to not smoking these damn things. 'Cause even though they make me feel good one way, they make me feel not so good another way. But I tell you, as soon as I get off work, I just try to stall myself for a little bit. Because I know damn well I'm going right for that doggone black and mild. And usually I like to have one halfway smoked or whatever. Woo! Get that burn, and whatever that is. Woo! Go from there. Get off work, get my salad and my chips, et cetera, et cetera. Look like they made it down farther or up. I would flip it so you can see it, but resolution is so low you won't see nothing. That even look like the polices. That look like the polices up there clearing it out for the cleaning crew. So I did see some people up there earlier. Yeah, they starting to clean it up. Every now and then they do a sweep. That look like the police. And I did see some cats up over on the side, over there, doing some stuff, whatever they was doing. But and clean it up, get them out of there. So I'll get home and hopefully I can get that stuff off. I made a backup. I don't know what that backup entails. Or if the files are stored in some kind of, configuration. But just gotta get it figured. Hopefully I can get that hard drive going. I can get that stuff off of there. That'd be ideal. That'd be the ideal way to do it. If I can get connected to that hard drive and pull that stuff off. Even if I might even buy another adapter. I think I might do that. Go ahead. And I'll spend some money. We get a higher quality SATA adapter. So I can plug that hard drive into, then connect it to my SATA, my standard hard drive enclosures and connections. So we'll see. We shall see. The policeman must be on the other side. I ain't see him over there. He must be. I ain't see him come out the car yet. So he must be talking to those people up there. Because that's definitely the polices. That's the polices. Alright. I think I'm gonna kill it and come back. Just in case there's some entertainment. Yeah, they were checking IDs and checking out those cats that I saw when I was walking up earlier. And one of them was like leaving. I guess he got processed. He was good to go. The other two was sitting on the, they be sitting on the, not on the curb, but they're sitting on the hill, in that position. The officers were obviously asking for identification or who they were, this or that. Probably check to see if they had warrants, et cetera, et cetera. They was up there drinking or whatever they were doing, you know. So we'll see when we get up farther, you know, as they go to clean this stuff up. We'll go and see how it looks during the process, and of course we'll get to see how it looked tomorrow. After they, you know, finish up doing what they're doing. We'll see. Look like superstar Herculean actor standing up there again with his shirt off. I guess second time, I guess that's where he takes his break or whatever. Walking around. Or maybe waiting on the bus. But he definitely looks like he is in the industry, for sure. You can see some of them just little too manicured, too pretty, too chiseled. I should turn around so you can see them. Huh? Let me do that for you. Even though it's on low resolution, you'll get the idea. He even got his hair in a bun, et cetera, et cetera. Not him. He gonna walk. I can't.
I think I'm more than happy.
So you see it. I guess I could have hit it on backwards like that. He even sound like he talking about he happy. Almost sound like he got a job or like he talked to his agent or somebody said. They got a gig doing something. I don't know, it's fun to speculate. It's fun to be in other people's business, especially when you got no stake in it and it doesn't affect you at all. You can just kind of ponder, not really care. Not have any consequences. But consequences are fine. I think we need consequences. Oh, we definitely need consequences. And maybe that's what I was talking about as far as heaven when I was talking about earlier. We need consequences. We need consequences. Human beings need consequences. Without consequences, we'll push until we find consequences. And we will. We'll create consequences. Consequences are fun. We love consequences. Well, I don't know if we love them, but we need them. And with that, see, people got to start letting you know they're going by. Can't be swinging by. Anyhow, before I do the PSA, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the phone. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in any atom, in this, or any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, theory, of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery.